Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Emily. I love macrame, thrifting, and a good DIY project. Today I am doing sort of a sit-down Q&A slash just me talking. I'm a little under the weather. I have my tea, we're sitting in bed. I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me questions about YouTube, just anything that you wanted to kind of talk about with YouTube, and then also kind of like motherhood and YouTube and like businessy side of things and what that all looks like. You asked so many questions and I was a little overwhelmed going through them all. There's a lot to get through and a lot of talking, so let's get into this thing. Probably the number one question that I got was, how did I get started on YouTube? And also, how can you get started on YouTube? I just thought I would share my process with that. With that question comes a lot like, what do I edit with? What do I film on? All of that. I had to change positions. I am very pregnant and I realized I can't be uncomfortable this whole video. Especially if I'm just talking. So let's go way back to, I want to say like 5 years ago. I was super into YouTube and I was watching vlogs all the time. I was a huge Casey Neistat fan. Back when he was daily vlogging, I was watching every single day and I was very inspired by him. So after a few months, me and my husband, we decided to start a vlog, and actually my husband kind of did it more than me. I was almost just like in them. He's always known how to film and edit videos, and so we for over a year did a weekly vlog. We would just pick one day of the week and vlog. Honestly, our channel stayed very small. I don't think we ever grew past 200 subscribers, which we were like really still excited about. Anybody who would watch, most of the time we'd get like 50 views on a video, and we still did it just because it was fun and we were just sharing our life. Shortly after we had Olin, I decided I wanted to stop making the videos. I just wasn't into it anymore. We stopped vlogging, and maybe it was only 2 months later. I'm still a huge YouTube fan. I was watching Kitty Cotton. I know I've said this so many times. Shout out to Kitty, she's the best. I was watching her videos. I had just discovered her, and she had one from probably a few years ago now, and it was like her walking around her house showing her favorite thrifted pieces that she found. I just had this moment of like, I could do that. Like, I could make that video, I could share and film this way. This felt very relaxed and it felt like something I could do. I thought about it for a little bit, but I didn't feel that intimidated. We had just been doing YouTube. You know, we didn't see huge success. So when I decided I wanted to make my first YouTube video, I had very, very low expectations. I was not doing it in any way to create a job for myself or anything like that. I was looking for a fun, creative outlet. I was a new mom. I was already thrifting. I was already very into home decor. I was already doing DIY projects. I just wasn't sharing them. I just thought, hey, why not just try and make fun little, very relaxed videos? My husband can show me how to edit them, and it gives me a great creative outlet as I was transitioning into being a mom. And I wanted this to be something that was just for me, like separate than motherhood and staying home, but just something that I could put myself into that was my own. So this will answer lots of people's questions about like what I film and edit on. And the truth is, I have always filmed with my iPhone. I have always edited on my phone in iMovie, and I still do. I don't have any lights yet, although I have talked multiple times about getting lights, and I do plan to get some. The big reason that I film and edit on my phone, and I feel totally okay about it, is that Casey Neistat would always talk about just basically like, just do it, just start. Like, if you're wanting to do something, just start. Don't wait till you know how to work the nicest camera and use the fanciest equipment. It's like, if you have a phone and you can click record, you can make a video. Like if I did this in one take, I could just upload it and have a whole video. So many of you were asking like, how do you learn and all that stuff? My husband taught me. iMovie is so simple and it's so basic, and there's many YouTube tutorials out there, the easiest tutorials. So just if you're on here watching, I think you'll be able to find an iMovie tutorial. So if you are wanting to start your own YouTube channel, you don't have to have everything together. I think you just need something to film on. You can edit on your phone nowadays. And I wanted to share why I still do that, and that has a lot to do with motherhood. The fact is, YouTube will always come second. Of course, I dreamed that YouTube could provide for me financially in some way, but it was not the goal when I started. It was like, whoa, what if that could happen? Like wildest dreams. But since again, we had come from vlogging, after over a year had 200 subscribers, like that goal was like, it will most likely never happen. That's how I kind of saw it. But I felt that would be epic if it happened. I still film and edit this way because it allows me to focus on motherhood first and foremost. One day I think it would be super awesome for when I film my DIYs to have those perfect shots with the white backgrounds and a perfect voiceover, you know, those stuff that looks like a real production. Meanwhile, mine are like very, mine are obviously not that. I think a lot of you guys appreciate that it looks real and you can see I'm a stay-at-home mom and my son is in my videos, and that's just how it is, guys. I don't have family by me. I don't have help. I make it happen when it happens, and it's not perfect. And I am 100% okay with that. I don't have to take out a big camera, mess with the lights, mess with all of that. It's just, I set up my phone, it's on my phone, I edit on my phone, I do everything on my phone except create my thumbnails, and I just do that on the computer and then do the back-end YouTube stuff on the computer as well. But everything is on my phone, which means I can edit in any free time that I have, or, you know, when I'm laying in bed, or if Olin's watching a TV show or something like that. It allows me the most freedom. So that's why I've still kept to filming and editing on my phone, because it allows motherhood to still come first. Let's get into talking about making money and everything like that. A lot of you were kind of like, how do I make money on YouTube? Like, you want to start your own channel and want to make money. And I'm just like, part of me is very realistic, because we had a YouTube experience that didn't go anywhere. So I have this kind of double mindset about it, that it's like, you could start it and you might never make money. I'm like, we invested over a year into something and literally saw hardly any growth. And then I started this channel and saw more growth in the matter of like 4 months than we did, you know, ever. We just weren't very good vloggers. That's the truth of it. I started this channel in 2017 in the summer. It was like semi-consistently uploading, then we moved and I took like 2 months off. So from the time we moved, October of 2017 to here, from October 2017 till spring, summertime 2018, I was slowly growing until I hit 1,000 subscribers. Once you hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm not even gonna remember, but you can Google it, to have 1,000 subscribers and a certain number of total watch hours of like people watching your videos. Once you hit these two things, you can apply, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong spot. You can apply to monetize your channel and your videos. All that means is that if you become a monetized channel, that those ads play before your videos. So it actually took from the time that I could apply and to be approved, I don't know if it's still like this, but they were like really behind. It took until the fall, until I think October again. I had my channel well over a year till I started making money. And the way you make money when your channel is monetized is from those ads that play in front of my videos. And this is the number one way that I make money. That's all through Google AdSense. If somebody sits through an ad or clicks through an ad and lets them play, that actually makes me more money. I don't know if everybody knows that, but there you go. That's how I make money on YouTube. When I first started out, I was making around $400 to $500 a month, and that's Canadian. For quite a while, it was consistently around $650 a month. I currently make under $2,000, and honestly, it varies anywhere from $1,200 to $1,800. There's a lot of factors that go into these things: how long your ads play, how many videos you post. There's so many things, and truly I don't understand it all, and I haven't researched it all. It's never been my focus, like the business side of things. I'm like so focused on my content and motherhood that I'm like, feel like I'm always playing catch up, trying to understand the business side of things. But there you have it. I also make a little bit of money from affiliate links. So I only am an affiliate with Amazon, which means if you guys click on any of my Amazon linked items, it doesn't cost you any extra money, but I get a small percentage of it. And usually it's like less than $100 a month. I just get it as a gift card, and then we just use it like to buy Olin's birthday presents or like whatever we need around the house. But I will say, having like $100 a month to Amazon is something in my life that blesses me. So if you guys ever use my Amazon links and buy macrame cord or anything like that, thank you. It's very nice of you. One thing that might surprise people is that I've actually never done a paid sponsorship. And in hindsight now, I have talked to some YouTubers and I feel a little naive because there's definitely been some opportunities where I think I should have or could have been paid, but I did not realize. So all of my collaborations have simply been product exchange for, you know, mentions in YouTube videos or Instagram. I have never been paid. I think as I learn more of the business side of things, and some people might be like, oh my gosh, you didn't like realize, but again, I feel a little like naive, but it's never been my focus to research like how much I should be getting, and I didn't realize you can ask companies for that, like have a company pay you. I don't know. I was always just like, oh my gosh, they're giving me something. I can't ask for money too, but I guess you can. So is that like weird of me to say? Honestly, I'm like, money's kind of weird to talk about, but I've always done product exchange for collaborations. I'm sure that actually answered multiple questions. I know somebody else said, how did I even get started with brand deals and things? And for YouTube, since this is just YouTube we're focused on, I think my first one ever was that I was sent macrame cord for free. Just wanted to send me some cord and make macrame videos, and that's what I did. My next collaboration was actually article furniture, which was mind-boggling to me because as a home decor fanatic, I already loved article and would always look at their stuff online. Having a collaboration with something like article furniture was a massive, massive blessing for our family. And honestly, it still is. I might do more collabs in the future with them. Any type of collab where I felt like I've gotten a product, especially something like a couch and a rug and a table, that really blesses us. I think sometimes you can see people on the internet and being like, oh my gosh, they have such nice things. They're probably so well off. And the fact is like, we couldn't have these things if somebody wasn't giving it to us. Does that make sense? Again, I feel very, very blessed and very thankful for any type of collab I have done, which is probably why I've never pushed or bothered to look into getting paid, because I just genuinely felt so blessed that I was just receiving something in exchange for like a video or a shout out or whatever. I actually have not done that many collaborations and things. I've done a few more recent ones for baby products, and that is stuff that I've reached out to literally all of those companies because baby stuff is expensive. So if I find something that I genuinely love and would want, I reached out to the company. A stroller is really expensive. I can be gifted that and use my work, that is YouTube, to bless my family. Of course, I'm going to do that. I already want the product anyways. And this is how, and I feel like this is my means to also help provide for our family. And now I'm going to transition into kind of like the last section of questions, which had a lot to do with motherhood and Olin and being at home. And those of you who asked these questions, I'm sure you appreciated my a day in the life vlog of a stay-at-home mom and YouTuber to kind of see some of the behind the scenes. But I will say a lot of the times, especially if I'm doing DIY projects, Olin is in them because I incorporate him into what I'm doing. So if I'm making something and painting, I bring out the paints. You better believe we're painting together. Even though I'm doing something, it becomes something that he likes to do with me. He loves to paint with me. It means I don't have these beautiful shots of my DIYs. It means I have to do voiceovers, but that's what works for me. So I incorporate him as much as possible. And then in the past, when he was napping, I would utilize nap times. I've given myself the goal of 1 video a week because that allows me one time during the week to get filming done when he's having his downtime. Another time of the week I can be editing, or I can be doing that in the evening. It gives me a lot more flexibility and a lot less pressure on myself to be busting out, so sorry if it's loud over there, to be busting out videos all the time. I also, until this baby, I have not pre-filmed videos, so I'll often film, edit, and upload within like a 3-day time span. But that is why I only make 1 video a week, and truly that feels like me operating at my capacity. Got some questions about like, how do I plan my videos and upload them? So again, the 1 video a week, whatever day that I want. Even just having my 3 focuses of like macrame, DIY, and thrifting, that kind of helps me. I know, okay, every however many weeks, I try to come up with something for macrame. Macrame I do the least of because they're big projects. But then thrifting, I try to do at least 1 thrift type of video a month and at least 1 type of DIY project a month. And there's really only like 4 weeks in a month. It's not hard for me to kind of rotate through the few things that I do. If it's 1 DIY project a month, I'm always thinking of fun DIY things. It's not hard for me to come up with 1 thing a month. So for my last question that I'll say is, somebody asked me if being a mom was always the goal. And truthfully, I did wedding photography first year of Olin being born, and I did not enjoy the transition of motherhood and still doing wedding photography. And I felt like the best thing for me, although I didn't come to this conclusion for another whole year, was to step away from photography and just focus on motherhood, also focus on YouTube. Being a full-time stay-at-home mom was never actually a goal in my mind. And then I became a mom and I didn't want to leave this little dude. This crazy kid. I literally didn't want to leave him, and even if it was just for a wedding. So being a full-time stay-at-home mom became the goal once I became a mom. YouTube has allowed me to do that and also financially help out my family, which is the biggest blessing of my life. So I feel very thankful for this little YouTube community and for everybody who watches. I know it's just like, it's YouTube and I do like DIYs and thrifting. It's crazy how something like that can actually make a difference in your life. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching and supporting me. If you guys liked today's video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. As always, you guys can subscribe for more of my everyday life. You can follow me on Instagram at EmilyFaith22. Don't forget to turn on those little bell notifications. You can share this video. I hope you guys have a great day and I will see you next time.
Bye-bye.